USA Radio News with Wendy King.
President Trump is suing to block the House Committee on Ways and Means from accessing his tax returns 2 weeks after New York Governor Andrew Cuomo signed a law allowing the state to share their information with the U.S. Congress. The lawsuit also names New York Attorney General Letitia James and New York's tax chief Michael Schmidt. The president accused congressional Democrats of seeking his tax returns and personal financial information solely to embarrass him. It calls on the federal court in Washington, D.C. to declare that the House committee lacks a legitimate legislative purpose for obtaining the president's tax information. The president hasn't disclosed any tax information since announcing his candidacy. While he's refused repeated calls by lawmakers to release his federal tax returns, his New York state returns could contain much of the same information. This is USA Radio News. The nation has a new Secretary of Defense and was sworn in at the Oval Office. USA's Chris Barnes reports from Washington.
Mark Esper easily confirmed by the full U.S. Senate.
The yeas are 90, the nays are 8. The nomination is confirmed.
Esper is an Army vet and was Secretary of the Army when President Trump tapped him to run the Pentagon. He's the first Senate-confirmed defense chief since Secretary James Mattis resigned late last year. Acting Defense Secretary Patrick Shanahan recently resigned to deal with personal family issues. For USA Radio News, I'm Chris Barnes.
The Washington Post is reporting that the Federal Trade Commission will allege that Facebook misled users about its privacy practices as part of an expected settlement. Facebook is accused of deceiving consumers about why it needed their phone numbers. You're listening to USA Radio News. President Trump is tweeting about the highly anticipated congressional hearings with former Russia probe special counsel Robert Mueller. He says it's very unfair that a never-Trumper attorney will be allowed to help Mueller with his testimony. A House Judiciary spokesman says Mueller's longtime aide, Aaron Zedley, will be by his side, not as a witness, but as Mueller's counsel. House Intelligence Chair Adam Schiff said he was expecting such a request.
Our intention is that Mueller do the testifying and not have someone else do it for him.
Sources say Mueller has been practicing for the back-to-back hearings in which Republicans are sure to ask difficult questions about the origins of the Russia investigation and the conduct of the investigators. On Wall Street, the Dow is up 177 points. One of our top allies has just gotten a new leader. USA's Chris Barnes reports.
A man called by some the Donald Trump of the United Kingdom, Boris Johnson, is going to be the new Prime Minister of the United Kingdom after he was elected leader of its Conservative Party.
We are going to unite this amazing country and we are going to take it forward. I thank you all very much for the incredible honour. I will work flat out from now on.
Johnson's election means he will now have to face the same challenges outgoing Prime Minister Theresa May failed to resolve in managing Britain's exit from the European Union, but he says he can do it.
For USA Radio News, I'm Wendy King.